All right, just before we move on to more in-depth chapters on creating, editing, and working with your projects here in RoboHelp 9, let's talk about a nice little time saver that'll help you work more efficiently, keyboard shortcuts. If you're accustomed to using them in other applications, many of those keyboard shortcuts will be the same here in RoboHelp 9. For example, if you click the File menu and move down to Open, you'll see the keyboard shortcut is Control-O, just like it is in other applications like Microsoft Word and Excel, for example. There's a familiar one as well. If you're accustomed to using Control F4 to close files in other applications, it works here in RoboHelp as well. Control S to save, Control P for printing. Of course, there are others that you may not be familiar with because those commands are not available in some of those other applications. For example, if you go up to New, you'll notice Control T is the shortcut for creating a new topic. And of course, we don't often create topics in other applications, but we do here in RoboHelp 9. Sometimes you'll need a couple of booster keys, like to create a new TOC book, Control-Shift and B, or Control-Shift and P to create pages in those TOC books. Now, if you want a full listing of keyboard shortcuts, click Help and select Contents and Index, and then in the search field up here in the top left-hand corner, just type in keyboard shortcuts and press Enter. Now you'll see a listing of topics, including all of the default keyboard shortcuts. When you click that, you'll see a nice little table. If you wanted to print that out, for example, it has all of your keyboard shortcuts, the defaults here in RoboHelp 9. But you'll also notice a topic here for creating or removing keyboard shortcuts, and you can create your own. So we'll close up the Help file, click View, move down to Toolbars, and select Customize. Yes, we can customize our toolbars, our menus, our menu commands, but we can also customize our keyboard shortcuts. For example, let's say here in your design editor, you like to switch back and forth between design and HTML view. Well, in that case, you'd choose the category drop-down, go down to View, select it to see a list of commands that fall under the View category. There's Design and HTML code. Neither of these has a key assignment. We can see the empty box here for key assignments, but we can add new shortcut keys. So let's say we click here under Press New Shortcut Key, click in the empty field, and for Design View, let's try Alt, Control, and D. Alt, Control, D. If we click Assign, adds it to the key assignments, meaning that's our new keyboard shortcut to switch back to Design View. So let's add one for HTML code. We'll click again in the Press New Shortcut Key field, and we'll try Alt Control H as in HTML. So it appears here when we click Assign, look what happens. It's already assigned to something else. We're not sure what. Maybe it is something you use, maybe it's not. If it's not, you can click Yes to reassign it, but if you're not sure, click No and try something else. So we'll click down here and we'll try Alt Control Shift and H. So 3 booster keys and the letter H. Click Assign. That works. That means we might want to change design to the exact same thing using the 3 booster keys and the letter D. So in that case, we can click the current key assignment and click Remove. Go down to Press New Shortcut Key and try that. Alt Control Shift and D. Click Assign, that works, and when we click Close, now we can switch between the different views here in our design editor. Alt Control Shift and H to go to HTML, Alt Control Shift and D to switch back to Design View. So if you're the type of person like me who enjoys the efficiency and the ability to work a little quicker using keyboard shortcuts, you've got many of the standard keyboard shortcuts available to you here in RoboHelp. You also have some new ones you might want to get accustomed to. Remember, the help system lists them all for you, and you can even create your own assignments as well.